Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Teacher Josa. Welcoming you all to our personal development class. I'm here sa Kalumpang National High School. Kasi, di ba, ngayon we're experiencing problems sa internet because of Typhoon Pipito. So let me share my screen. All right. So our last meeting is about evaluate one's developmental stage. We had sharings and you discovered that you had similarities and differences in terms of um, some factors affecting your development, like hereditary factors, environmental factors, and etc. I hope that you enjoy sharing with your classmates and friends. So for today's lesson, I want you to list all expectations of yourself and other people's expectations of you, like expectation of your parents, of your friends, of your boyfriends or girlfriend, or other people. Mm-hmm. All right. So example expectation, like your parents expect you to be on time, or your teachers, of course, expect you to be on time. Your friends expect you to call him or her after your class. Your mother expects you to pay attention when she is talking, or like for example you expect someone to listen whenever you want to talk. Okay, so many expectations. All right, so what are the pros of having high expectations? Is there advantage of having or receiving high expectations? So according to Thought Catalog, the pros of having high expectations or setting higher goals lead to higher achievement. It helps people to develop their skills and hidden abilities kasi napupush sila. It serves as motivation and can boost productivity. It improves self-esteem and get rid of inferiority. So, what are the cons of having a high expectation? So according to Thought Catalog, it can cause stress, disappointments, and even psychological problems. You may be irritate, humiliate a partner, or ruin a relationship. It can cause secretiveness, deceiving behavior, ignorance, and aggressiveness. It can decrease the person's motivation and enthusiasm. So because of that, expectation, might as well na mukhang sa harap mo ginagalingan niya, or she's okay or he's okay, pero deep inside, he's in pain, no? All right, so our topic for today is expectations of society and significant people. Specifically, or this is all about handling expectations. Okay? Next, for today's discussion, our content standard is the learners demonstrate an understanding of the skills and tasks and challenges appropriate for middle and late adolescence and preparatory to early adulthood. For our performance standard, the learner shall be able to make a list of ways to become a responsible adolescent, prepare for adult life, and manage the demands of teen years. For our most essential learning competency, evaluate one's development through the help of significant people around him or her. We have one objective. I want you to write a personal declaration and make a creative slogan on handling expectation. Okay? So, before I share to you what are the ways to manage expectations, so here are the challenges of late adolescence. So, for physical development, most girls have completed the physical changes related to puberty by age 15. But boys are still maturing and gaining strength, muscle mass, and height, and completing the development of sexual traits. For emotional development, may stress over school, May experience stress po yan over school and test scores, is self-involved, may have high expectations and low self-concept. 6, privacy and time alone, is concerned about physical and sexual attractiveness, may complain the parents prevent him or her from doing things independently, starts to want both physical and emotional intimacy in relationship, experiences of intimate relationships. That's for emotional development. Challenge. While in social development, you are experiencing shifts in relationship with parents from dependency and subordination to one that reflects adolescence. You have there is increasing maturity and responsibilities in the family, in the community. Tumataas yung expectations natin kasi sinasabi na mas tumatanda ka na. Is more and more aware of social behaviors of friends. 6, friends that shares the same beliefs, values, and interests. Friends become more important, starts to have more intellectual interests, explores romantic and sexual behaviors with others, may be influenced by peers to try risky behaviors, alcohol, tobacco, and sex. No? So given those challenges, no, tapos sumasabay pa yung high expectations of your family, of your friends, of your teachers, it's good that we have this topic in personal development. And let me share to you the different ways in managing personal expectations based on different articles or websites. So first, give yourself time. No? When we say that, we want stuff when we want it, but that can make us hard on ourselves in terms of personal expectations. Ambition is a great thing in healthy doses, but if we expect to instantly achieve our goals, it creates internal conflict. Be mindful of your own timeline as you set goals and objectives and make sure you have a realistic plan to get you there. Okay? So, hindi naman na-achieve yung success ng isang tulog lang, no? We can't learn things instantly, lalo na. We can't achieve things instantly, like for example, yung diploma in high school, diploma in college, or having your own business in the future, you know? So, give yourself time and remind yourself one step at a time. Okay? Next is adopt to changing expectations. According to the article, when things go wrong or situation change, try your best not to act emotionally. It's easy to feel like failure when things shift, diba? Leaving you unable to reach your own goal. And we sometimes try to blindly continue without reconsidering our expectations. Instead, we need to pause and consider other options, no? Reframing the initial expectations. So, you have your plan, you have your expectations, pero nagkaroon ng emergency, nagkaroon ng changes, or other factors affecting your decisions, no? Na biglang, for example, no, you want to become a doctor, but you uh, did not pass the examination. So, it really hurts, no? Sabi nga dun sa sayaw, no? That's why you need to have a contingency plan. Plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. So, pag hindi ako nakapasa ng UP, what is my next step? Ano yung pwede kong gawin, no? Huwag tayong mag-set lang sa iisa. Okay? We need to adapt to changing expectations. Okay? Next, don't judge yourself harshly. According to the article, when our lives are ruled by personal expectations, it can make very day a struggle. We criticize ourselves harshly for failure and feel disappointment when we don't live up to our dreams. Instead, think of yourself as an explorer going through life rather than someone with path dictated by expectations. Because whether you succeed or fail, your overall expectation should simply be to learn as you go. Okay? So always give time for yourself, value your small, and acknowledge your small and big efforts. Okay? Next, how about managing others' expectations? Kasi nauna, expectation mo sa sarili mo. Okay? So, number one, okay, communicate about everything. We need to ask someone about his or her expectations and give you some clarifications para malinaw sa'yo, no? Number two, prepare for problems that not everything you set ay smooth flowing or smooth yung transactions or smooth processes. So you need to prepare yourself for problems, no? Hindi para mag-worry, but for you na maging ready actually. Okay? Next, predict other predict others' expectations because everyone comes to a situation when biases and preconception where are at the root of all expectations. Knowing where others stand in terms of their own personal issues and belief can help you understand where their expectations coming from. So you try to see that person's background, like for example, our parents, no, they for example, they did not experience online learning. They did not, for example, experience the curriculum na nandun ka, no? Kaya hindi nila, or kulang, for example, yung knowledge nila about it. And then they expect you to, for example, pass all the pass all the tests, have higher scores or highest scores, no? And then for you, it's very difficult because for example, you have problems in internet connections with your classmates and etc. So you try to uh, predict or see or understand where their expectations come from. Okay? Next, how about for other article like lifehacker.com? How to manage others' expectations. So don't mistake expectation for reality. It's different. You try to see your real situations, some hereditary factors, environmental factors, influencing or affecting your situation. Okay? Kasi pwede tayong mag-isip ng mas mataas sa gusto natin, but in reality, may mga limitations or boundaries. Okay? Next, I want you to ignore your brains. According to the article, ignore your brains need to expect the same thing over and over. According to the article nga, sabi ko sa inyo, to deal with internal expectations, you need to first identify where those expectations are coming from. Take something simple. You expect it to be cold once um, December or Christmas season comes around. It happened in the past, it's going to happen again, right? So more often than not, past experiences dictate expectations. So Harvard Business Review called it confirmation bias. Okay? So just knowing that and being mindful of it is first step to managing internal expectations. Once you identify why you have certain expectation, you are more prepared to be able to meet it or tone it down to a realistic degree. Usually naman yung ano natin, expectation comes from our past experiences. Pag hindi na ulit nangyari yon, disappointed tayo, nagre-react agad tayo na dapat ganito, supposedly, dapat ano eh, bakit? Dati naman masaya tayo pero ngayon di na. Bakit nagbago ka na? So, yun yung mga linyahan ng mga tao, no? Next, keep your promises but aware of exceeding them. According to the article, Alet, sometimes we know the expectations others have of us, but in an effort to impress them, we try to exceed them and do more than we promise. Okay? Here's the problem though. Exceeding expectation is not necessarily better than meeting them. No? Sumusobra sa ginagawa, no? So, um, kasi ang problem naman natin masasanay kasi, no? At 'pag hindi mo na nagawa ulit, magagalit sa'yo. So, you think kung kaya mo bang maging consistent in doing, that promises, okay? Next is to talk to others to clarify the expectations, just like other articles said. Never assume, when in doubt, ask. Why? Because expectations are abstracts. They are not clearly defined nor expressed. Minsan nasa isip mo lang eh, iniisip lang yan, hindi mo alam. In fact, you might have vague expectations in your own head then and end up disappointed ka. Okay, the easiest way to get around this is to talk to someone, talk to your family, talk to your teachers, friends, and etc. and clarify their expectations. Okay, never interpret their own, for example, statement or their own expectations. Okay, you always ask. Harness the true meaning behind expectations. It is important to realize why they are there in the first place. Diba? It's a sign you are being held to higher standard. So, tingnan mo rin naman, baka may point din yung standard or yung expectation sa'yo. Okay? Is it for your, I'm sure, no? Dahil mahal ka ng mga tao nasa paligid mo, that's for own good then. Okay? How about if you're the one who's expecting, according to Joyful Days? So number one, start with your own unrealistic expectations. Before we can ask others to drop their unrealistic expectation of us, let us deal with our own unrealistic expectations. Ikaw ba, nagagawa mo yung expectations sa'yo ng family mo? Tapos kung makapag-expect ka sa iba, di ba? So, we want other people to be perfect, pero tayo ba perfect tayo? Or to meet higher standard, no? Pero tayo ba nagagawa natin yon, no? And kahit pa nagagawa natin yon, palagi ba? No, the question of consistency. Next, number two, you put yourself in the other person's shoes. Just because we ourselves are capable of living up to certain expectation does not mean that other person can. If he earns less than you or yung grade niya ay mababa kaysa sa'yo, it is unrealistic to expect him to um, support you, pakopyahin ka, or etc. No? Or tulungan ka, no? So if given the situation, tingnan mo rin, no, yung ibang tao. And last, no, paulit-ulit to, talk openly. No? Communication is the key. Okay? All right. So I think that's the end. That's why for our learning activity, you're going to read short passage from Dr. Emily DiCarlo, The Power of Personal Declarations. So let me read it for you. So often we accept the declaration that others have made concerning our lives. It is imperative that we recognize that in order to achieve what we want in life, we must not give our power away to others by accepting their declaration concerning our affairs. When one decides that he or she will boldly declare good fortune, wellness, joy, etc., relative to his or her life, all of heavens will break loose. Goodness and mercy shall surely follow. From birth, we are often told what we are going to be. Sometimes this is a good thing, but supposes you have been told time and time again that you will not amount to anything, just like your mother or father. This is dangerous declaration because it sets into motion the actualization of unwanted occurrence. All of us want to amount to something, and in order uh, to counteract this and all the negative declaration with this with their potential, destructive potential, no? One must consciously replace them with declare that one must consciously replace them with one's own declarations. In so doing, you are now in control of setting into action what you really want to occur. You can declare that goodness and mercy shall surely follow you all the days of your life. So here's the example of Dr. Emily DiCarlo. I am totally free of all addictions, that I will survive any attempts of others to control my life. I declare that I am free in my mind, body, and emotions. I am free to set goals and reach them. I declare that I am loving individual with the capacity to give love. I declare that I am child of God with all rights and privileges. I declare that I will contribute to the welfare of others. I declare that I will help people also. I declare that I will speak words of encouragement to others. I declare that I will find goodness in life and focus on it. Okay, and many, many more. These declarations are meant to encourage you to take control of influences in your life. Those are just suggestion. Okay, so for our learning activity, I want you to make a personal declaration and make a creative slogan and to highlight its impact. I want you to use any available resources like bond paper, illustration board, manila paper, or cartolina, and coloring materials. Okay? So for our valuing and application and generation part, we are going to do some self-worth activity because sometimes kapag nakaka-receive tayo ng mga expectations, we tend to, alam mo yun, nawawala yung self-esteem, nakakalimutan yung self-worth, and nabubuhay na lang sa expectations ng iba. So, write the things that you are proud of. I am proud of myself for, yan. So, 6. Why is it important to feel recognized and respected by your own self, by your family, friends, and whole community? Uh-huh. Okay. Why do we need to understand ourselves and our relationship with others? For additional activities, to complete this table, what are the expected tasks you have successfully accomplished? What are the expected tasks you have partially accomplished? And what are the expected tasks you have not accomplished yet? So that's all for today. Thank you for listening. God bless.